Have your feet ever felt numb or tingly for no clear reason? Do you wake up with a strange heaviness or swelling in your legs and wonder why? The answer might not just be age, it could be hiding on your plate. While most vegetables are known for their health benefits, a few might be doing the opposite, especially if you're already dealing with circulation issues or nerve discomfort. Some foods we eat every day can quietly affect how well blood flows to your feet and how your nerves respond. In this video, I'll show you 15 foods that researchers believe could be linked to poor nerve and circulatory health, including 3 surprising vegetables that may not support your body as well as you thought. The last one on the list might shock you. If you deal with diabetes, sluggish blood flow, or neuropathy, it's especially worth a closer look. Your body sends you signals every day. Let's learn how to listen. Number 15. Bacon. Bacon might be a breakfast favorite, but if you're dealing with numbness, tingling, or poor circulation, it may be doing more harm than good. This popular food is high in saturated fat and sodium, both of which can stress your circulatory system. Too much salt leads to fluid retention, raising your blood pressure and making it harder for blood to reach your legs and feet. And saturated fats can contribute to cholesterol buildup in the arteries, narrowing the pathways that bring oxygen and nutrients to your nerves. The result? Slower blood flow, more pressure on nerve endings, and an increased chance of discomfort in your feet. If bacon is a regular part of your meals, try cutting back. You can replace it with lean protein like turkey bacon, eggs, or grilled tofu options that are easier on your blood vessels and better for your nerves. And if you do enjoy bacon, consider baking it instead of frying to reduce the added fats. And this is just the beginning, because the next food is something millions of people eat weekly without realizing how much it's working against them. Number 14. Processed hamburgers. If you often feel foot swelling, tingling, or heaviness, those fast food burgers might be partly to blame. Processed hamburgers are often packed with trans fats, saturated fats, and preservatives ingredients that promote inflammation and interfere with circulation. Over time, inflammation can narrow blood vessels and irritate your nerves, especially in the lower legs and feet. Plus, the high sodium content in many of these burgers encourages water retention, which can make your feet feel bloated and stiff. Some of the additives used in shelf-stable or frozen burgers may also stress the body's detox systems, further slowing circulation and nerve response. And the trans fats? They're known to increase bad cholesterol and lower the good kind, a dangerous combo for anyone with circulation concerns. The good news is, you don't have to give up burgers. You can make your own using lean meats, fresh ingredients, and less salt. Homemade options help your body process nutrients better and support healthier blood flow. But we're still climbing the list, and the next item is even more common in households across America. Number 13, frozen pizza. Love pizza? You're not alone, but if you experience numbness, tingling, or swelling in your feet, frozen pizza could be doing you more harm than good. These quick meals are usually loaded with sodium, saturated fats, and preservatives, a recipe for poor circulation. The high salt content can lead to fluid retention and elevated blood pressure, which makes it harder for blood to reach your feet. That sluggish blood flow contributes to that familiar heavy leg feeling and can worsen nerve sensitivity. Preservatives used to extend shelf life may also increase inflammation, which damages the delicate blood vessels that feed your peripheral nerves. And don't forget about the fats from processed cheese and dough. They raise bad cholesterol, slow circulation, and increase the risk of long-term vascular issues. Instead of giving up pizza entirely, try making it at home with whole grain dough, low-fat cheese, and fresh vegetables. You'll still enjoy your favorite meal, but without putting your nerves and circulation at risk. And that brings us to another pantry favorite that seems innocent, but is packed with hidden danger. Number 12. Instant soups. Think instant soup is a harmless way to warm up on a cold day. Think again. If you struggle with tingling or swelling in your feet, these quick meals might be making it worse. Instant soups often contain extremely high levels of sodium, sometimes more than your daily limit, in just one serving. This excess salt leads to fluid retention and puts extra pressure on your blood vessels, making it harder for blood to circulate down to your feet. But that's not the only problem. Most instant soups are also full of chemical additives and preservatives that trigger silent inflammation, another factor that worsens peripheral neuropathy and nerve sensitivity. And with little to no nutritional value, these soups overload your system with empty calories, taxing your kidneys and liver, and leaving you feeling even more swollen. A better option? Make your own soup using real broth, fresh vegetables, and lean proteins. Not only is it more nutritious, but it also helps restore healthy blood flow and reduce nerve stress. And we're just getting closer. The most surprising foods are still ahead. Number 11, cake mixes and packaged cakes. Who doesn't love the smell of a fresh-baked cake? But if your feet are often tingly, swollen, or numb, those pre-made cake mixes might be part of the problem. Packaged cakes are full of refined sugar and hydrogenated fats, a combo that can wreak havoc on your blood vessels and nerves. Excess sugar leads to blood glucose spikes, which damage blood vessel walls over time and limit circulation to the extremities. Meanwhile, hydrogenated fats raise bad cholesterol and lower the good kind, making your arteries more prone to blockages. The result? Tightened circulation, more swelling, and heightened nerve discomfort in your feet. These mixes also contain artificial flavors and preservatives, which can trigger low-grade inflammation, another factor behind worsening peripheral neuropathy. But here's the sweet news. You don't have to give up cake. Switch to homemade recipes using whole grain flours, less sugar, and healthy oils like olive or coconut oil. This way, you enjoy the flavor without sacrificing your nerve and circulatory health. Up next is a snack almost everyone craves, but it may be sabotaging your feet one bite at a time. Number 10. French fries, industrial. Crispy, salty, addictive French fries are a favorite comfort food, but if you're noticing numbness or swelling in your feet, fries, especially fast food or frozen varieties, could be making things worse. These fries are usually cooked in low-quality oils and packed with trans fats and sodium, all of which are harsh on your blood vessels. Too much salt causes fluid retention, leading to swelling and pressure in your legs and feet. That pressure can limit oxygen and nutrient delivery to nerves, contributing to tingling and numbness. What's more, many commercial fries are made with reused oils, which produce harmful compounds that fuel inflammation, a major enemy of nerve health. The good news? You don't have to cut fries completely. Try making them at home, bake or air fry, using a small amount of healthy oil and natural seasonings. This small change can help you enjoy your favorite snack without hurting your circulation. Still with me? Because the next item on the list is sugary, colorful, and far more dangerous than it looks. Number 9. Candies and processed sweets. Bright, colorful, and tempting candies and processed sweets might seem like harmless little treats. But if you're dealing with numbness or tingling in your feet, they could be quietly making things worse. These snacks are packed with refined sugars and chemical additives, both of which have a damaging effect on circulation and nerve health. Every time you eat high-sugar foods like candy, your blood sugar spikes, stressing your blood vessels and reducing flow to your extremities. Over time, that means less oxygen and nutrients reaching your feet and more discomfort. And if you're already prone to neuropathy or diabetes, the risks are even higher because sugar overload accelerates nerve damage. On top of that, artificial colorings and preservatives inflame the body and disrupt nerve signals. When nerves don't get the nutrients they need, they misfire, causing tingling, numbness, or even burning sensations. The solution isn't to quit sweets forever. Just choose smarter ones. Try dark chocolate in moderation, fresh fruits, or homemade treats with less sugar and no additives. Because what's coming next is a drink you've probably had hundreds of times, and it might be harming your nerves more than any dessert. Number 8. Soda regular and diet. Whether it's regular or diet soda is one of the worst drinks for your feet. If you feel numbness, swelling, or pins and needles, this fizzy favorite could be part of the reason. Regular soda is loaded with sugar, which sends your blood sugar soaring. Those spikes damage blood vessels and prevent oxygen and nutrients from reaching your feet, a recipe for poor circulation and nerve pain. But diet soda isn't much better. It may be sugar-free, but it's packed with artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose, which can trigger inflammation and disrupt nerve function. Add in the acids and additives found in most sodas, and you've got a mix that weakens circulation and stresses the nervous system. What to drink instead? Try infused water with lemon or cucumber, herbal teas, or natural fruit juices in moderation. These options hydrate your body and support healthy blood flow without harming your nerves. Coming up next, a drink often seen as relaxing, but for your nerves, it could be just the opposite. Number 7. Beer. A cold beer might feel like a way to relax, but if you're struggling with numbness or tingling in your feet, it could be doing more harm than you think. Alcohol in beer causes your blood vessels to expand temporarily, creating a warm, relaxed feeling. But soon after, they constrict, reducing blood flow to your extremities and making swelling, tingling, or numbness worse. With regular drinking, there's even more to worry about. Over time, alcohol can damage peripheral nerves, a condition known as alcoholic neuropathy, leading to burning, weakness, and loss of sensation in the feet. Beer is also high in carbs and sugar, which spike blood sugar levels and further aggravate circulation problems. Plus, alcohol is a diuretic, which dehydrates the body and thickens the blood, making it even harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your nerves. If you enjoy the occasional drink, the key is moderation. Alternate beer with water, or try non-alcoholic alternatives like herbal iced teas or sparkling water with fruit. Next on the list, a treat that feels innocent and comforting, but hides a mix of sugar and fat that's tough on your feet. Number 6, milk chocolate. Creamy, sweet, and comforting milk chocolate is hard to resist. But if you're experiencing foot numbness, it might be time to take a closer look at what's inside. Milk chocolate often contains high levels of sugar and saturated fat. Two things that can slow circulation and stress your nerves. The sugar causes blood sugar spikes, which over time damage blood vessels and lead to poor nutrient delivery to your feet. Saturated fats raise bad cholesterol and encourage plaque buildup, which narrows arteries and restricts blood flow even more. The result? Tingling, swelling, and more frequent episodes of numbness, especially after indulging. The bigger danger? It's easy to eat too much. Most people don't stop at one piece, and before you know it, the whole bar is gone. But here's the good news. Not all chocolate is off limits. Dark chocolate with high cocoa content, 70% or more, contains antioxidants that actually support circulation as long as you enjoy it in moderation. Still ahead, some of the most common foods in every household, and yes, they're even more processed than chocolate. Number 5, white and refined breads. Soft sandwich bread, baguettes, white toast, they seem harmless. But if your feet often feel numb, tingly, or swollen, these refined breads could be quietly making things worse. These types of bread are made with highly processed white flour that lacks fiber and nutrients. Your body breaks them down quickly into sugar, causing sharp blood glucose spikes and, over time, damaging the blood vessels that support healthy circulation. The result? Less blood reaching your feet and more frequent nerve discomfort. Worse, regular consumption leads to chronic inflammation and insulin spikes, both of which can affect peripheral nerves. And since refined bread lacks fiber, your body has a harder time managing sugar levels, making circulation even more sluggish. But you don't have to cut bread out entirely. Switch to whole grain breads. With seeds, they offer fiber, minerals, and a slower impact on blood sugar. Pair your bread with lean protein like eggs or soft cheese to keep you full without putting extra stress on your vascular system. And now we're heading into dessert territory where one of the most popular frozen treats turns out to be far from harmless. Number 4. Industrial ice cream. Cool, creamy, comforting, but if your feet often feel numb or swollen, store-bought ice cream might not be so innocent. Most commercial ice creams are packed with refined sugar, trans fats, and chemical additives. The sugar causes blood sugar spikes that, over time, damage your blood vessels and reduce blood flow to the feet. Trans fats increase bad cholesterol, promoting plaque buildup in the arteries and slowing circulation even more. As a result, nerves in your feet may not get the oxygen and nutrients they need, leading to tingling, numbness, and heavy legs. And it doesn't stop there. Artificial flavors and colors can trigger inflammation, while the cold temperature of ice cream itself can temporarily constrict blood vessels, making things worse right after eating. But don't worry, you don't have to skip dessert. Try making homemade ice cream with yogurt, frozen fruit, and natural sweeteners. You'll still get the flavor without freezing your feet from the inside out. And now, it's time to reveal the 3 vegetables that in excess can quietly work against your nerve and circulatory health. Number 3. Spinach. Spinach is often praised as a superfood rich in iron, fiber, and essential vitamins. But if your feet often feel swollen, tingly, or numb, too much spinach might be part of the issue. Spinach is high in oxalates natural compounds that bind to calcium and can form crystals in the body. These can interfere with blood flow, overload the kidneys, and lead to fluid retention, which puts pressure on nerves and causes discomfort in the feet. If you've ever felt more swelling after eating a spinach-heavy meal, that might not be your imagination. Spinach is also very high in vitamin K, which can interfere with blood-thinning medications. For those on anticoagulants, excess vitamin K may lead to unwanted clotting and slower circulation, worsening numbness. Does this mean you have to give up spinach entirely? Not at all. Just focus on moderation and try cooking it. Heating spinach reduces oxalate levels, making it easier for your body to process. Also, rotate your greens to avoid overloading your system with one compound. But the next vegetable is even sneakier, especially if you're trying to eat clean and stay full. Number 2. Broccoli. Broccoli is known for being healthy, and it is. But if you're experiencing foot numbness, there are a few reasons to be cautious with it in large amounts. Like spinach, broccoli is high in vitamin K, which can interfere with blood thinners and increase the risk of clotting, especially in people prone to circulation problems. That can make it harder for blood to reach your feet, leading to swelling, tingling, and more frequent numbness. But there's more. Broccoli contains goitrogens compounds that can affect thyroid function, especially when eaten raw and in excess. And since the thyroid plays a major role in regulating metabolism and circulation, this can slow everything down, including blood flow to your legs. Finally, too much broccoli may cause fluid retention, which puts added pressure on peripheral nerves, again increasing discomfort. Still, broccoli has many benefits. The key is balance. Rotate it with other vegetables, avoid overloading your plate, and cook it lightly to reduce potential issues. And now the #1 vegetable to watch out for if you're dealing with foot numbness. Number 1. Swiss chard. Swiss chard is packed with vitamins A, C, and K, as well as magnesium, potassium, and calcium. Sounds like a perfect food, right? But for those dealing with circulation problems or nerve symptoms, too much Swiss chard may backfire. Just like spinach, it contains high levels of oxalates, which can lead to fluid retention and crystal buildup, putting pressure on nerves and reducing blood flow. And that means more swelling, tingling, and numbness in your feet. It's also high in vitamin K, which again can interfere with blood-thinning medications, increasing clot risk and restricting circulation even more. Some people also experience digestive bloating and water retention after eating Swiss chard raw, which can press on nerves and worsen symptoms. Should you cut it out completely? Not necessarily. But be mindful of how your body reacts. Try cooking Swiss chard to lower oxalate levels, and don't rely on it as your only leafy green. Rotate it with kale, arugula, or romaine for balance. So, should you completely cut out these vegetables and foods? Not at all, but if you're dealing with numbness, tingling, swelling, or slow circulation, paying attention to how your body reacts to what you eat can make a real difference. Even small dietary tweaks like cooking spinach, swapping white bread for whole grains, or drinking fewer sugary drinks can support better blood flow, protect your nerves, and help you feel more in control of your health. Because the truth is, your body is always sending signals. And when we start listening, we can take real steps toward feeling better, stronger, and more mobile every day. If you found this helpful, tap the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more science-based health tips, nutrition insights, and strategies to help you stay active and independent, especially after 50. This channel exists for one reason: to help you take care of your body, your energy, and your future one smart choice at a time. And if you're ready for your next step, the video that's now on your screen can help you go even further. Click and check it out now.